Hello everyone, my name is Vicki Fust and I am coming to you live from Creative Corners located in St. Charles, Missouri in the USA. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and today is November the 5th, 2023 and I have one card to share with you. I'm just coming back on after a little time of being off here. So I'm just coming back and I'm going to start displaying some cards, or making some cards for you, I should say. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and link my Facebook. And I'm going to go ahead and, oh, hi, Cindy. Thanks so much. I'm glad. I just got on, and I'm glad you're able to join me. Thank you very much. That's awesome. I'm hoping that I can see my feeds. So if not, my commentator is here, Jerome, so we'll see what he has to say. Let's go ahead and see if I can, oh, I forgot to switch it over to my regular, just bear with me for just 1 minute here and let me get on to my regular site. That's not really what I wanted. Let's go here. Oh, there I am. Okay, perfect. There we are. Okay. Jerome, can you see my people who have posted? Because I can't see it any longer. You don't see? Okay, Cindy was on here. So I'm not real sure. I'll have to work on that, Cindy. Sorry about that. And anybody else who joins me, I'll have to work on that. Yep. All right. Okay. Yeah, it's telling me to learn more. Okay. So here we are with the card that I'm going to demonstrate this evening. It is a, it's called a Twisted Fun Fold. And it is a regular book style fun fold, but it has a little twist to it. So you can open it and it looks like a book. But the twist to it is you bend this back or twist it back and it actually sets up. So I'm going to kind of tilt it forward so you can see it in my camera view. Oh yeah, there you go. So it can actually sit on a shelf and you can just see it sitting on the shelf. So this was a really easy card. So I'm going to kind of just go through it and demonstrate it, and it is a really easy card. It looks difficult, but it's real easy. So I've got all my pieces here. Dump them out. Okay, the first thing, that's my little notes. Twisted Easel card, that's what it's called. And I got my inspiration from Linda Dunn. So Linda Dunn is the inspiration that I got this from. So I really enjoy watching her on YouTube. She does a really good job. She's a great demonstrator and I really like her. So this is the card, and it is 11. So 11 by 4 1/4. Okay. So it's 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 4 1/4 and 5 1/2 on the 11-inch side. you want to cut 2 pieces of white that are 4x4, 1 piece of a DSP that is 1 1/4 by 4, and another piece of your cardstock that's going to match, which is 1 by 3 1/4. And I've used Early Espresso here. This DSP I think has been retired, but it's just kind of something that I picked out of my stock that I had just because it matched the gingerbread boy. And I'm not sure if I shared because I kind of got a little distracted. So let's go back to the DSP. It's 2 by 2 3/4 DSP, and these two match. And then here is the gingerbread boy that I cut out. And with this gingerbread boy, I used my real red marker, not the blends, but my actual marker, to fill in those red hearts. I had tried to stamp it in. It provides a stamp inside of this set. So here's our the stamp set, and with the dies that I'm using, and it's called Sending Cheer. This is actually a tag set, but you know, like I did, I just cut the tops of, like my gingerbread boy, it has a top for the little tag. I just cut it off, and I'm using it on my card right there. So that's the way I did it. So, you know, there's possibilities. Just because they say there are 4 tags doesn't mean you have to use it as a tag. And then I showed you something else in here. The hearts, I've die cut it out. Those were in there. And then I used Sending Cheer. I used that as my sentiment. So, yeah. So that's my set, and so there you go. It's Sending Cheer. If anybody needs to get a second look at that, there you go. All right. So then, oh, I wanted to show you all the pieces so that you guys, if you wanted to take a screenshot of it, you could. So there's the screenshot. Should be able to get everything in there. Yep. So you guys can take a screenshot of that. So then you'd have all of your dimensions, and it's real easy. Okay. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And I'm just going to set my pieces right aside here and take them as they come. All right. So there we go. Card base. We'll start with 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 4 1/4 and 5 1/2. And what you're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and use my glue. I'm not always a glue girl because I'm kind of messy, but sometimes I like to use the glue. It seems to work well. So what you're going to do is you're going to fold this over, and you're going to, oh, I forgot one thing. Okay. So, oh no, that's fine. What I did when I did my pattern is I made a pencil mark from the corner of the second, or I guess you could call it the first score line, however you want to look at it. It's where the book is going to bend. And I made a score line from this corner to this corner. Oops, am I in the camera, girls? I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. Okay. From this corner to this corner, and it'll make sense to you once we get there, okay? So that's what I did. I just did a light little pencil line. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put some glue on here. And then I'm just going to glue this down, just like that. And this Tombow glue, I like this. Stampin' Up! Does carry it, and I do really like it. It's a really good glue. I have found that you can get it on Amazon, so I don't know where it's cheaper at. I get mine through Stampin' Up! Okay, so now I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to glue the inside of this down. Okay, and you don't need to use a lot of the glue. I just, like I said, that's probably why I'm so messy with glue, because I tend to like to overuse, and so there we go. All right, so I'm just going to glue that down just like that. Okay, and here is my other 4x4 piece, and I have already embossed it, and I just used a snowflake design. I didn't have the one that Linda Dunn used in her video, so you know, I was fine with this one. I liked it. I thought, oh, it looks Christmassy, and it looks, you know, it can go with the gingerbread boys. So there we go. Now I'm just gonna glue this twisted part of it onto here, and I'm gonna leave that small border. I don't think I told you, ladies, what the cardstock is that I'm using, but it is actually the pecan pie. So that's one of the new colors from Stampin' Up! In their catalog this year, pecan pie. So they have, of course, the stamps that match it, and the paper that matches it, and you know, all their stuff. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take this little piece here, and it's gonna adhere on the side. So I'll just kind of push that up. I just want to make sure that you guys can see what I'm doing. Sometimes it's harder with my vision. It's a little challenging sometimes for me to see the glue on the lighter pieces of paper, but I manage. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna get that squared in there. Try to leave the same amount of space. There we go. And I did forget the little tiny piece on the side, which is right here, and I love the way that looks. So I'm going to get me a piece of scrap I have right here, pull out my cutter, my cut, emboss, or no, it's not emboss, it's a cutter and a trimmer and score board. So that's just like I don't know, 1/8 of an inch probably. And then let me just see how long that is. So it is 4 inches. All right. So I'm just going to put this on my cutter, and I'm going to cut it at 4 inches. There we go. All right. Get that out of the way. Okay. Now we'll just take our little, take our little piece of, or take our little strip of early espresso, put a little bit of glue on it, and I like to use my tweezers, if I can find them. Ah, here they are. Okay, just because it's easier for me. There we go. Okay. And we're just going to put it right on the edge, just to kind of give it a little something something. There we go. Okay. All right, so there that is. All right, and then we're going to take our piece of 1 by 3 1/4 early espresso, and we're going to take our piece of DSP that is 2 by 2 3/4, and we're just going to kind of layer it a little bit. I'm going to bring back in my sample, so we're just so that you guys can all see it. It's just kind of layered on there, just a little bit, just to kind of give it a little something something. Okay, so it kind of went over about right there. So let me get my glue out here again. Don't want to take it over too far, but then again, you are gonna glue it all together, so I guess it really doesn't matter. But I wanted to glue it together first. There we go. Okay. Stick that down. Just wanted to make sure that there wasn't any glue on this other side that was gonna stick on my placemat. Okay, so there we go. Put some glue on the back of that. Cover up my glue. Get my little tweezers. We'll set that aside. We'll come back in with our one that we're working on. We're just going to place that down. Just like that. There we go. Kind of give it a little adhering there. I had to kind of, I don't know if you noticed it, but I kind of, with the glue, it gives you a little bit of forgiveness time. So I kind of had to just tweak it a little bit. Okay, so now let me, oh, here's my little gingerbread boy. And I've got my dimensionals, and I don't know if you ladies know, but you want to make sure that you use all of your dimensionals. Like, don't throw them away when they get down to the end. I just cut mine, and you know, you can keep, I use the whole thing. Like, I just use all these little pieces. So you just take them off there, like that, like this. And I put one there. And I'm not really frugal with my dimensionals. I'm actually, I like dimensionals. Let's just put it that way. Okay. So, like, once again, I told you I used the stamp that come in the set, and I used pecan pie to stamp him, and then there's a little face that goes with it. I don't know if you can see this very well. I'll try. It was really easy to use. I did that in early espresso. And then, like I said, I used my marker pen. I didn't use my blenders. Ah, here it is. I found it. Yay. Okay, I knew I had it somewhere. So this was the marker. I used the, just the stamp, or the marker, not the Stampin' Blends. And I used Real Red. And it did a wonderful job. It did a better job, I thought, personally, than the stamp. So, and I liked it, you know, the red to really show up well. So now let me just pull these off. And I don't know about you guys, but in my stamping room, I have these little backings everywhere throughout my house. It's crazy. I find them everywhere. So there we go. I try to keep them under control, but I don't do a very good job. Okay, so I kind of put my little gingerbread boy on a little, a bit of an angle, as you can see. So I think he looks pretty good right there. So we'll just give him a little press, okay? And then yeah, I did. I put my hearts up on little dimensionals as well. So I'm gonna have to cut these pretty small, and that's all right. It'll work. Okay, just like that. And you know your stamp has a right side, or your die cut has a right side and a wrong side. So the right side it has like a little, I call it a little bump. I don't really know. It's kind of got some dimension to it, actually, I think. You can't really see it in the camera, but when you look at them, you can tell. Okay, and I'm just going to kind of put that one right there. And sometimes you can feel it. Yeah, you can feel it, definitely. If I can feel it, you guys will be able to feel it. Okay, I needed to make that one just a little bit smaller. Okay. Peel that off. Okay. Yep, and I had my back side up, so that was good. Okay. All right. Okay, so there we go. And we're going to put our other one just like down here in the corner, just to give it a little something. All right. There we go. And let me get my scissors here. And then what I did is you can see I've got, I stamped my sending cheer. I just stamped it in the Early Espresso. And I am just going to cut it apart. These are my favorite scissors. These are Fiskars. And I'll tell you what, you guys, I have had them for years. They have followed me through my scrapbooking days with my kiddos. So, and my kiddos are, yeah. Well, my daughter's going to be 31 in 2 weeks, so that makes me about 35, I guess. Ha, ha, ha. Okay, so here we go. Just cut that apart like that. Okay. So there's that. And I think I'm just going to put this down with a little bit of glue. Little bit of glue. Okay. Oh, ladies, guess what? And if I have any men out there, guess what I forgot to do? I forgot to do my other gingerbread boy. So guess what? You guys get to watch me do that. And it is easy peasy. Okay? Yep. So here we go. Got my, I hope I'm still in my camera, but I bet I'm not, because I'm way over here. But you guys got the idea. I'm just gluing my little sending. Put a little bit of glue on the back of that. There we go. Okay. Whoops. Woo. Yeah, there goes my little glue. Yeah. It lets you do it. Okay. All right. So there we go with that. Now let me just pull out a piece of oh, that looks, look at that. Okay, and I gotta get my little piece of red, and I just, you know, pulled out my little red twine here that I had. I don't always use Stampin' Up! Products, but for the majority I do. But you know, I like to kind of slip my own stuff that I have. So we all have that stuff, right? Right. And you want to utilize it. So there we go. Lord only knows where I got this twine from. But I like it. And I got lots of different colors. Okay. So there we go with his little tie. All right. Perfect. All right. And I'm going to use a little glue dot. Okay. And look at here. I learned this a long time ago, and I just want to share it because it's kind of cool. So these are my mini glue dots. And you see I keep them in my box here. Okay. And I just took a piece of twine that I had and tied it around it. And now I have to feel it, but I'm sure you other ladies can see where they're at, but I just can't. But anyways, so here's my little glue dot. So I'm going to roll him off, and he's stuck on my finger. Right now I'm going to tear this because that's empty. And then I put this back in my box, and see, it stays. It doesn't come all undone. It's not all unraveling, whatever you call that. Okay, there we go. So we're going to set that aside. And now I'm just kind of twirling this in my finger. I hope you got, oh, there you guys can see it now. Okay, so I'm kind of twirling this in my finger. And I'm just going to set that right on his little body right there. Kind of right above those little hearts. There we go. Okay. And then, oops, where did it go? Oh, stuck my finger. There we go. Okay, now we got it. All right, let's see if we can get him to stick. Okay, got him. All right. And then I'm going to stick my little bow on there. Squish him down. There. And, well, there we go. Okay, squished him down. There we go. All right. There. All right. There. All right. There. Okay. Now I'm going to just trim those off. Trim those little ends off. There we go. So we got our little bow on our gingerbread. It's coming together. All right. Now let me get a piece of white paper here. Here's one. All right. So let's take a look at this so we can open up our card. There's our card. And see, we don't have our, oh, and I didn't bend that either, did I? No, I did not, girls. Oh, I did not bend that. But look at there, you can still do it. And I'm going to get my little bone folder here so it's nice and crisp. There we go. Okay. So there's our little easel card setting up. But now I need to do my bear. So, oh, here's a piece in here. I'll use that because this is a 4x4. Okay, so let me get my little gingerbread out here. And I got my, okay, I'm going to set that right over there. Okay, and I had my Stampin' Pierce mat, because I really think that you get a much better image when you use the Stampin' Pierce mat. Here we are. Kim has, my upline person, Kim Dent, has taught me that, and it's very true. So if you don't use the Stampin' Pierce mat, you should start, because it definitely is a game changer. So I'm going to stamp my little guy in the pecan pie, and I'm going to stamp him, and then I have my cleaner right off camera here, and then I'm going to take my early espresso, which is right here. And I'm going to make a little face on him. There we go. All right. Okay. Put that up there. Okay, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and fussy cut him, because one, I don't mind fussy cutting, and two, I think he'll be pretty easy. But first I'm going to go ahead and color in his hearts. And you'll see how easy that was as well. So, yep. Just a little bit here. Yeah. So very easy. And I thought this was a really cute, easy, but when I first seen it, I was like, I don't know if I can do that or not. But yeah, I love these book style cards. They're a lot of fun. Yeah, see, look at that. Real easy, easy peasy. All right, and another thing that Kim has taught me along the way is, and I want to get this in the camera because I want you guys to see this. You move your paper. You don't move your scissors. You just move the paper and you trim. And I got a little close there, but that's all right. It's not that big of a deal. And, you know, I can always go back and trim him a little closer if I want to. And, yeah. No biggie. So there we go. Now, I mean, we do have the dies, and I did die cut the other one that's on the front of there. So, I mean, yeah, I could have die cut this as well, but I would have had to go and leave you guys for a hot minute, and I guess I didn't really want to do that. I like to have all my stuff done, and I've been fussing with my camera today, and I finally figured it out. In order for me to link my computer with my iPhone, I had to disconnect my camera. So yeah, so I've been kind of fussing with that, but anyways, I'm here, and this is my debut after quite a while being off. I just kind of took a break, and so, but I'm back. I don't think I'm not gonna keep you guys watching me forever, but so this is gonna attach on here, and I've got to trim that up. I won't like that. But you put it on dimensionals, and then as you can see here, he's on dimensionals, and it just holds it right there, just like that. So I hope you guys can all see this. Yep, I think so. And then what I did also is I put a heart on the inside. And I did put that on dimensionals. So, and this goes in an A2 card, A2 size envelope. So, and there's plenty in here. You can write a little message, Merry Christmas, or whatever, you know, Christmas cheer, whatever you want to write. But that's the gist of the card. So I'm going to flip my card back, or flip my camera back, excuse me, and just finish it up here real quick. So just bear with me for just one moment. All right, there we are. Thank you so much. Oh, let's see. Julie, you're watching. Well, Julie, thank you so much. And Debbie, oh, you guys, I'm so happy. Thank you so much. I make it look so easy. It is. I mean, for me, it is. You guys, I love it. I'm glad I'm back. And thanks for watching. And I can't see any more of the comments or who else is out there. But thanks again. And I will be back. And the next time I'm going to kind of put out a post and say, hey, I'm going to be on in an hour or two or whatever it is. So have a good evening, everyone. God's blessings to everyone. And love you all. Bye.